You might think you're doing everything right, winding down early, turning off the TV, avoiding coffee after lunch, and yet you still wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. staring at the ceiling in the dark. Here's the shocking truth. What you drink before bed may be the real reason your sleep keeps breaking, night after night. And it's not just the amount, it's the type. Plain water, while healthy during the day, can actually work against your sleep after age 60. It offers no nutrients for rest, no calming effect on your nerves, and worst of all, it fills your bladder, often sending you to the bathroom just as you enter deep sleep. But what if changing just one evening drink could help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling truly rested, maybe for the first time in years? In this video, we'll walk through 5 doctor-informed, senior-safe drinks that don't just hydrate, they heal. Stay with me until the end, because the last one might change the way you sleep forever. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell, so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Warm oat milk with a pinch of nutmeg. For many older adults, the evening hours bring more than just quiet. They bring unease. You may lie in bed, tired, but not at rest, your mind replaying the day, or your body quietly aching. What you choose to drink before bed may seem like a small decision, but it could be the gentle shift your body has been waiting for. Warm oat milk, though simple, holds surprising power for aging bodies. Unlike regular milk, which can be difficult to digest after 60 due to decreased lactase production, oat milk is naturally lactose-free, smooth, and easier on the stomach. But its benefits go beyond comfort. Oat milk contains natural melatonin and vitamin B6, both essential for regulating your sleep-wake rhythm. Melatonin levels, which decline steadily with age, are the body's own signal to wind down. Without enough, your brain may stay on even when the lights are off. But there's more, and it's in the spice. When you add a pinch of nutmeg to warm oat milk, you introduce a gentle, time-tested sedative. Nutmeg contains myristicin and safrole, compounds that support the central nervous system and help reduce overactivity in the brain. In small amounts, nutmeg can calm the racing thoughts that often accompany nighttime in older adults. Thoughts about loved ones, health, finances, or simply the passage of time. What makes this drink especially suited for seniors is its dual action. It soothes the body while calming the mind. It doesn't force sleep like medication. Instead, it invites your nervous system to rest, allowing your muscles to release tension and your heart rate to settle. For those managing diabetes or heart concerns, unsweetened oat milk provides a safe, low glycemic option that won't spike blood sugar or disrupt your night with bladder irritation. Think of it as a quiet conversation between your body and your brain, a reminder that it's okay to let go. Just half a cup, sipped slowly in a dim room, can become a nightly ritual that leads to deeper, more peaceful sleep. But what if your struggle isn't just physical, but emotional? When your thoughts won't slow down and the weight of the day won't lift? For that, nature offers another calming answer, hidden in a delicate flower. Let's talk about it next. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Passionflower Herbal Tea. There's a kind of restlessness that many older adults know too well. You may be physically tired, yet your mind stays busy, turning over memories, worries, to-do lists, or regrets. Long after the lights go out, your thoughts are still wide awake. If you've ever felt this quiet agitation at bedtime, then you understand the unique challenge of falling and staying asleep after 60. That's where passion flower tea becomes more than a drink. It becomes a gentle, natural pause for your mind and spirit. Passion flower, Passiflora incarnata, has been used for centuries to support emotional calm. What makes it uniquely effective is its ability to increase gamma aminobutyric acid, GABA, in the brain, the same neurotransmitter that sleeping pills try to target, but without the side effects. GABA acts like the brain's brakes, slowing down excessive mental activity, easing anxious tension, and gently guiding your nervous system into a more restful state. For older adults whose GABA levels tend to decline with age, this support is especially important. Clinical studies, including one published in Phytotherapy Research, found that drinking passion flower tea daily significantly improved sleep quality and reduced nighttime wakefulness in older adults. Unlike sedatives, this flower doesn't knock you out. Instead, it helps your brain remember how to rest naturally. Passion flower is also non-habit forming and contains no caffeine. It doesn't interfere with blood pressure or most common medications, and it's generally well tolerated by those managing heart conditions or diabetes. For many seniors, this means a safe, plant-based remedy that won't trade one problem for another. But the real gift of this tea is emotional. It gives you permission to breathe slower, to soften your shoulders, to set your thoughts down for the night. Drinking passion flower tea can become a sacred evening ritual, a signal to your brain that the day is done and rest is not only allowed, it is needed. If your nights are disturbed by a racing mind, try this floral ally. But if your body, not your thoughts, is what keeps waking you, perhaps from cramps, restlessness, or unexpected trips to the bathroom, then what your body might be missing is something far more physical, and it may just come from the tropics. Let's explore that next. 3. Lightly warmed coconut water. For many older adults, the nights feel longer than they used to, not because they're peaceful, but because they're interrupted. You may fall asleep just fine, only to find yourself waking at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock a.m., not quite sure why. Sometimes it's the urge to urinate. Sometimes it's a sudden cramp in your leg. Other times, it's simply that unsettling feeling of being wide awake when the world is asleep. While we often blame aging itself for these interruptions, there's something deeper at play: mineral imbalance. As we grow older, the body becomes less efficient at holding on to vital electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, and sodium, that regulate nerve signals, muscle function, and even bladder control. And when these minerals are low, it can trigger issues that pull you out of deep sleep. This is where lightly warmed coconut water becomes more than just a refreshing summer drink. It becomes a nighttime remedy grounded in nature and backed by science. Coconut water is naturally rich in potassium and magnesium, two key minerals that help relax muscles, calm the nervous system, and reduce bladder spasms. Potassium, in particular, plays a crucial role in balancing fluid levels inside and outside of cells, which is vital for older adults who often experience nocturia, frequent urination at night. In a 2017 study published in the Journal of Sleep Disorders Research, older adults with low potassium levels reported significantly more sleep disturbances. When their levels were replenished through diet, many of them experienced longer, more continuous sleep cycles. But there's a catch: temperature and timing matter. Cold coconut water can shock your stomach and stimulate your bladder, two things you don't want before bed. That's why gently warming it and sipping it at least an hour before bedtime is essential. Even better, dilute it slightly with warm water to reduce the sugar concentration and support hydration without overload. It may seem like a small act, but for the senior body, This gentle drink does a lot. It eases tightness in your legs, settles overactive nerves, and gives your bladder just enough support to stay calm through the night. It's not magic. It's just understanding your body's new needs and answering them with care. If you've ever felt betrayed by your body in the quiet hours, waking up cold, cramping, or rushing to the bathroom, give this warm, mineral-rich drink a try for 3 nights. You may wake up surprised, not because you were disturbed, but because for once you weren't. But what if the problem isn't in your muscles or bladder, but something deeper, more invisible? What if your stress hormones are still firing long after your day has ended? There's one ancient golden drink that may hold the key. Let's explore it next. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Golden milk with black pepper. There's a kind of exhaustion that goes beyond the physical, the kind that comes from carrying stress long after the day is done. You may not feel anxious in the way you once did, but there's still a hum beneath the surface, a tension in your chest, a restlessness in your thoughts, a feeling like your body just won't let go. For many older adults, this quiet, invisible stress is the very thing keeping them awake at night. That's why golden milk, warm and gently spiced, is more than just a bedtime drink. It's a balm for the whole nervous system. Golden milk is a soothing blend of milk and turmeric, a powerful anti-inflammatory spice known for its ability to calm the body's stress response. The key compound, curcumin, helps regulate the HPA axis, the hormonal pathway that controls your release of cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. As we age, cortisol doesn't always shut off like it used to. Instead, it lingers, keeping the brain alert even when we're bone tired. When curcumin is absorbed properly, especially with a small pinch of black pepper, which increases its bioavailability by over 1,000%, it helps quiet the overactivity in the brain and encourages melatonin production naturally. Warm golden milk also provides emotional warmth. For many seniors, it brings back memories of comfort, a warm kitchen, a quiet evening, a moment of stillness. But the science is solid too. A 2019 study in phytotherapy research found that regular consumption of curcumin at night significantly lowered nighttime cortisol and improved the quality of deep sleep, especially in older adults dealing with chronic stress or inflammation. For the best results, use almond, oat, or walnut milk as your base, gentle on digestion and free from lactose. Add teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper and sip it slowly about an hour before bed. Don't pair it with a heavy meal. Let the warmth speak to your body in silence. If your mind has been holding on to the day too tightly, this golden drink may be the gentle nudge it needs to release. But what if your sleep troubles aren't caused by stress or joint pain, but by your bladder? What if you keep waking up to use the bathroom even when you've barely had anything to drink? The next remedy might surprise you, and it comes from the heart of the tropics. 5. Tart cherry juice diluted with warm water. There's something deeply discouraging about waking up at 2:30 in the morning again. You look at the clock, roll over, and wonder why your body won't give you the rest it once did so easily. For many older adults, sleep has become a light, broken rhythm rather than the deep healing process it's meant to be. You're not alone, and sometimes the key isn't in another supplement or pill, but in the humble richness of a fruit you may have passed by at the grocery store: tart cherries. Tart cherry juice, especially when diluted and gently warmed, offers a rare combination of natural sleep-promoting compounds. Most notably, it contains melatonin, the hormone your body produces at night to tell your brain it's time to rest. As we age, melatonin levels decline steadily, leaving many seniors lying awake despite feeling tired. Tart cherries also deliver tryptophan and anthocyanins, compounds that reduce inflammation and help convert tryptophan into serotonin, which the brain uses to produce melatonin. What makes tart cherry juice especially important for seniors is its dual effect. It not only supports deeper sleep, but also reduces inflammation in muscles and joints, which are often silent contributors to restlessness. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that older adults who drank tart cherry juice for 2 weeks experienced longer sleep duration, up to 84 minutes more per night, and reported fewer nighttime awakenings. But it must be used correctly. Most cherry juices are concentrated and acidic, which can upset the stomach or elevate blood sugar. That's why diluting it with warm water at about 2 to 3 ounces of juice to 4 ounces of warm water is so important. Warmth soothes digestion and avoids triggering a cold-stimulated bladder response, a common issue after age 60. And by drinking it at least 90 minutes before bed, you give your body time to metabolize it gently without overfilling your bladder. For many seniors, this ritual, a warm glass of diluted cherry juice in a quiet kitchen, becomes more than just a remedy. It becomes a symbol of taking control, of returning to a natural rhythm that aging may have disrupted but not erased. And yet, even with the right drinks, true rest sometimes requires more: a change in timing, habits, and how you prepare your body for the night ahead. Let's take one final look at the small adjustments that can make a big difference. 6. Final tips for a full night's rest. A good night's sleep isn't just about what you drink. It's about how you prepare your body and mind to receive rest. For many older adults, sleep becomes more elusive, not because of one big problem, but because of several small habits that build up quietly over time. The truth is, your body after 60 doesn't respond the same way it did at 30 or even 50. And that's not a failure. It's a call for gentler care, more patience, and a little wisdom in how you wind down each night. Start with less, not more. When it comes to nighttime drinks, volume matters. You don't need a large glass, just 4 to 5 ounces, about half a cup, of the right kind of liquid is enough. Too much, even of something healthy, can awaken your bladder and break the cycle of deep sleep your body so desperately needs. Timing is everything. Don't wait until you're in bed to reach for your cup. Instead, drink it about 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime, followed by brushing your teeth and a final visit to the restroom. This small ritual sends a signal to your nervous system. The day is ending, and it's time to let go. Sip slowly, breathe deeply. Let the moment of drinking become a form of stillness. Spread your sips across 10 to 15 minutes instead of gulping it down. This gives your bladder time to adapt and prevents a sudden surge of liquid your kidneys will rush to filter. And perhaps most importantly, try just one new thing at a time. Your body deserves to be listened to. By testing one drink each week and paying attention to how you feel the next morning, you're giving yourself a chance to find what truly works, without confusion or overwhelm. Sleep after 60 is a delicate process, but when supported with care and intention, it can become restful again, even restorative. Still, no drink or habit can bring real peace if you believe that poor sleep is simply your new normal. In our final reflection, let's talk about what's truly possible and why restful nights are still within your reach. In New Chapter in Sleep, Small Sips, Big Changes. By the time we reach our 60s, 70s, or even 80s, sleep is no longer something we take for granted. It becomes precious, something we long for, protect, and at times mourn when it slips away. But what we must remember is this: the body may age, but it still holds a quiet wisdom. It responds not to force, but to care, not to loud fixes, but to gentle rituals. You've now discovered 5 deeply nourishing drinks, each one rooted in science, yet carried by tradition. Warm oat milk to gently cradle the nervous system. Passionflower tea to quiet a racing mind. Bone broth to feed the joints and calm the body from the inside out. Golden milk to lower stress hormones and ease inflammation. Tart cherry juice to restore natural melatonin and deepen circadian rhythms. Each of these drinks has the power to make your nights softer and your mornings brighter, not through sedation, but through support. But what matters just as much as the drink itself is how you bring it into your evening. The slow sip, the dimmed light, the willingness to listen to your body and experiment without pressure. These small acts of care, the kind you may have given to others for decades, now belong to you. Many seniors feel they must simply accept poor sleep as a fact of aging, but that's not entirely true. Yes, our sleep cycles shift. Yes, hormones decline, but your brain and body still know how to rest. They just need new conditions to do so. The good news is you don't need expensive treatments, risky pills, or harsh changes. Sometimes just a cup, at the right time, is enough to begin the return to deeper, more peaceful sleep. So tonight, choose one drink. Sip it slowly. Let it be your way of saying to your body, you're safe now. You can rest. And if it works, even a little, come back to it. Build on it. Share it with a friend or a loved one who might also be awake at 3 a.m., wondering if deep sleep is something they'll ever find again. Because restful sleep is not behind you. It's just waiting for you to meet it with intention. And tonight could be the night it finally returns. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.